Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my Sims people. Welcome to my Sims Entertainment channel. This is where we do speed builds and let's plays. Come have some fun, watch some drama, get inspired. Let's play. Hello, my Sims family. I hope all is going well with your weekend and you're going to start your week off on a good foot. I have been working on this project all holiday season and I'm really excited to bring it to you guys. It was inspired by a resort in St. Lucia called Sugar Beach Beachfront Collection, and I am going to turn it into my own bord de mer. So this is basically me starting from scratch to build it up. I put the little seats in the front basically to gauge where I'm going to have my chairs for the beach, because I don't have that much of a beach left after I'm building this, and also because I wanted to put a pool on top. I needed to build an actual foundation and I couldn't use just the rude I couldn't use just the platforms. Fun fact, you can't build a pool on a platform, so that's something for you to know for future references. I really like the way this hotel came out. I got the idea to make Sulani into a full resort situation, just like Mount Kilimanjaro, from another YouTuber called Amanda, and I think it was a really great idea, and I'm going to be working on many more hotels. This is going to be hopefully the biggest of them all. I'm gonna have smaller, more affordable ones after this. I kind of do a lot with this one. I tried to make the exterior look a lot like Sugar Beach, which is where I get my inspiration from, but I've never really been to the hotel, so I have no idea, the resort, so I have no idea what the inside looks like. I have a few pictures of it, but not exact stuff. So the inside of it, the interior, is mostly my own decoration going in from there, but the outside is pretty much what I see in the pictures. And this hotel is very, very beautiful, located on my hometown island, well, in my hometown on the island that I'm from, St. Lucia. And yeah, I saw a picture of it and I'm like, challenge accepted. I want to try to build it. It's a very open concept kind of hotel that I liked, but it had a lot of modern twist to it. So what I had actual pictures of are the kitchens, one bedroom, and the living room, and the dining room. So that I pretty much model based on what I saw at the hotel, but everything else is me. And because I had to build this on a platform as opposed to building it, because I had to build it on an actual foundation as opposed to building it on a platform, I have little surprises in the basement, which is very interesting. We're gonna get to a very interesting point at the end of this video. I'm gonna explain to you what I've realized happens if you have open area on a rental spot. Let's just say squatters are welcome. I built this on the single island in Sulani, and usually when you play in the game, this is an off the grid spot, but because I chose it to be rental property, it's not off the grid. Everything works, you have electricity, and off the grid wasn't even an option for it because it was a rental property, so that made it perfect. So basically it works just like a regular house. Your water and electricity works, and off the grid pretty much means that you have no water. And it's not that you have no water, but you need different devices to collect water, and you need generators or solar power to get electricity, but that's not going to be the case for this hotel. We're going to be just fine. A few differences between the actual hotel pictures and this build is that I built the pool. The infinity pool was not the entire square, the rectangular section in the front. It kind of, the infinity pool, there was a like almost a platform on the other side of the pool, so the pool had 3 sides as opposed to 2 in my build, and I just didn't see the need to put anything else on the two sides of the pool, the other side of the pool. I think there was a lot of lounge chairs already, and it's gonna be a 3-bedroom kind of situation, but it's going to have the 2 bedrooms at the top are 2 master bedrooms basically, and the bedroom at the bottom is a kid's room, and it can hold 2 kids and a toddler. So technically speaking, this place can hold roughly comfortably a family of 7, 4 adults, 3 kids. So I didn't see the need to put excess space and chairs on the other side, because there are going to be plenty of chairs and plenty of things for them to do out here. So I opted into getting a bigger pool. And this little section, I wanted to make a little Zen garden situation. Because it was an infinity pool, I thought it would be really cute to have a waterfall coming down the front of it, and then have a little garden on the bottom. So that's basically what I am working on. I made the pool completely see-through, so I put windows into the foundation as opposed to having a regular color foundation, so you can kind of see the interior of the pool from the back of the waterfalls. And I'm just basically decorating it. For this was a bit of a tricky build because I used the BB Move Objects cheat quite a bit to get things to be exactly where I wanted it, but after I was done with the build, I had to go back in with a sim, and I used Genevieve, because she lives on her own and she has a lot of shmoney, to go there to basically see if things were usable, whether or not you can go to certain places and do certain things. Because when you use BB Move Objects, sometimes some of the functions of the actual game doesn't always work, because you're putting stuff in ways where people should be able to walk and do stuff. So it's always good to have another sim go through and see if you can get to all the bedrooms, use all the bathrooms. It's always good to have another sim kind of go through and see whether or not all your functioning items are working. And I had to have Genevieve do that quite a bit. A lot of things that I had put in there weren't working properly. I didn't have access to it because I just used BB Move Objects, which is a cheat. You can use it by clicking Shift, Control, and C, and then doing testing cheats enabled, and then BB.Move Objects space on. And then you can put basically anything you want, anywhere you want, but doesn't mean everything's gonna work when you do something like that in the game. So like I was saying, I was trying to really get the exterior to look like the exterior in the picture, and I think I did a really good job on that. I was able to get the platforms to give me the 2-step up that they actually have at the hotel. And for what I'm trying to do here is I wanted to build a little bar, because that's what I thought I was seeing in the pictures, but then when I looked closer, it looked more of like a seating area as opposed to a bar. So I'm going to shift the bar. It couldn't really, I wanted to put a bar and a seating area, but it was quite, it wasn't big enough for something like that. So I kind of shift the bar a little bit and put the seating area there. I put up my railings around, but it didn't put anything around the pool so that you have a full view of the ocean when you look out. And it's really funny because when I was actually building this hotel, which is technically it's on pause, but it had such good weather, and then when I came to film in like a walkthrough in it, it was storming. I had to get one of these weird weather machines to change the weather from being thunderstorms to clear skies, which is something you can actually do. If you type it into the search bar here, weather machine, you'll see it, it'll come up. So the dining room was pretty simple and easy. The kitchen took a bit of a while to get the cupboards exactly how I wanted it to be. And the living room, I just wanted, it was also very simple. I wanted to be very open, very simple, very airy, very tropical. Yeah, I also, if you realize, when I open up, right now you see it as the two columns, not the two columns, the two rows, but I got this really cool mod called my Timex. I can't remember what it is, but it's like, it allows you to expand the rows, and the same, that like just like that, how you saw it a while ago, the same key that I used he used, Timex, the guy lady who made this mod for you to be able to expand it, which is like the key at the top left hand corner of the keyboard. That's the same key that I used before I downloaded the app to stop and start my videos. So you can guess what happened when I got the mod, and then I had to record. I was stopping and starting. That's why you didn't see a lot of the kitchen build, and I was a bit confused about what was going on until I figured out we had the same, the shortcut was the same. So every time I clicked it, the video stopped, and every time I clicked it again, the video started. So a little bit of the kitchen build is out, but you didn't miss too much. We're gonna do a walkthrough, and you're gonna see the entire kitchen build. First, I wanted to make this a regular room, and then I changed my mind and decided that we're gonna make it into a kids room, because and I was gonna put it down here rather than upstairs. That way, at least the adults, when they come, they have some sense of privacy. And I was gonna put 3 single beds at first, but then I remembered every time I go to different hotels, actually in the game, there's rarely or never toddler beds, and you always have to go buy one to put in there. So I decided to not do that and just kind of put the toddler bed in, which makes it convenient. And then whilst I was filming this, I realized that I put a children's room in front of a bar. So yeah, I moved that out of the way later on in the game. Always things that you realize after the fact. But I put their little bathrooms together, and I didn't put a tub in. I put a shower in their bathroom, but there are tubs upstairs, so it's fine. And they're surrounded by water, so they have plenty to do outside. Yeah, and for this is a game that I haven't used this yet, that I just put in their room, but I got it in kids' room stuff. I think stuff pack, that's what it's called. And I'm just gonna put it there to try it out. Well, whatever guests come here are gonna try it out. And then we have the little beds. A lot of the items that I'm using is CC, and usually that would make me a little hesitant to be like, anything that's, yeah, a lot of stuff in here is at CC, but the good news is the vast majority of CC that I used in this build came from one of 2 places. I got a lot of it from the creator called Peacemaker, and I will link his or her website at the bottom. You guys can find this in the description. And the other place that I found a lot of the CC from was Maxis, which isn't a single creator, but it's almost like Mod The Sims or The Sims Resource, where you can find a lot of really good stuff. So the vast majority of stuff was from Peacemaker, because he does a lot of beautiful tropical stuff. He or she, I don't know, does a lot of beautiful stuff, tropical stuff, and I thought it would have been perfect for this build. And then the other few bits and pieces I got was from Maxis. So I'm gonna put both of these links in the description box so you guys can have it. And shout out to Maxis and Peacemaker. They have some wonderful things on both of these sites. So happy CC shopping, y'all. I know your computer's storage is not going to be a fan of mine, but your gameplay will love this. Yeah, so here I am doing the first bedroom, And I wanted open concept for everything upstairs. I didn't want a lot of walls in the room, so I basically have a half wall separated in the bathroom, and I wanted a tub in one and I put a shower in the other one. But yep, gotta get your toilet paper, y'all. Gonna get one of these cute tubs to kind of just put on the side. And in build mode, I realized that you can see these leaves coming through the wall, but in actual gameplay, the leaves do not show in the wall. So that's why I was gonna make the trees a little shorter, but then when I brought Giovanni in here and I didn't see the leaves in the game, and when I was taking pictures of it and there were no leaves and the walls were fine, I just left it. I love this bed. It's so pretty. It's so, even though like technically the mosquito net should be all the way around, simulated game, we'll let it pass. And I'm gonna take a while to look for a bed here because I never knew I had only a mattress, and B, this extra rose situation really did help out. But I eventually come up on something that's really cute and works well, and I like it. I really liked. When I first started building this, the rooms were closed off. There was a wall, and I was gonna put a big window or a big door, a clear door. But I figured, why do that? Just have it open. Like this beachfront collection doesn't have an open concept, but there's another resort in St. Lucia called Jade Mountain and the Dara that do the 3-wall open room concept, which I always find to be very beautiful. So I just tried it out here myself. That's how I made a few changes to these are the little touches that I kind of put on it that wasn't exactly the same as the actual result, which I haven't been to, so I don't know. Anybody who's been there, anyone who's seen it, anyone who works there, comment, let me know how the comparisons came along with the two builds. Yeah, just kind of closing it off a little bit, and letting it be and decorating it. I don't know why. Yep, I have it all back now. Okay, good. I was like, I don't know why I took out the sink and the toilet, but it's all there. I find this I'm telling you all, the vast majority of this is from Peacemaker, and it is BEA beautiful. I love it. I'm gonna come back and put in a little, not a little acute, what do you call it, fireplace in this room. She came in the winter, and even though this is Sulani, when she got into the house, she was quite cold. So I put in a thermostat, and I put in a little fireplace in one of the rooms to see if it's gonna make a big difference for her when she stays there in the winter. If not, my Sims are gonna have to suck salt because it's too pretty. It's too pretty open for me to close it up. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna put a wall back up. Then we're gonna make it a spring, fall, and summer resort kind of situation. But I'm not putting the wall back up. The wall. I like it with the walls down. This one I wanted to make a very different color. The other one I wanted to make a more light color. So I put it in blues and whites. But this one I wanted to make more of a tropical kind of feel. I wanted the greens, and I don't think maybe I do stick with that wallpaper, but yeah. So this is where I make her try out a bunch of different stuff. So this is where I learned that my stovetop was back to front and I needed to turn it around, and then I had an issue with the oven, so I just got rid of the whole stove to begin with. You see, she can't really cook or do anything here. And then this is where I make her try out the bed to see if it works, and it did work. And this is where I'm having her try to go to the other side, and that doesn't work either. So that's how you know that you need to move stuff and change things around to see if the Sims can actually use it in gameplay. And I used her because, like I said, she got the shmoney. This is me trying to have her use, this is a little spar situation I have going on the bottom there. And I gave them places to do yoga, places to meditate, put in the I forgot what it's called. I put in a hot tub with a whole bunch of decorations around it, and then that didn't work. And then I put in the little sauna, and that needed to be in a closed room. So these are things that you learned when you send the Sims there themselves. I put it up in a closed room and put a wall around it, and then it worked pretty well. Yeah. So with this bar downstairs and it being completely open, any of the Sims can use it. They don't need to be at the resort to use the downstairs amenities, which is what I've learned. But in order for them to go to the rooms and do stuff like that, they need to pay their money. And I am proud to report that this resort is the most expensive resort in my game. Look at this. You can get a massage. I'm really going to use this as a good weekend out. Yeah, there was some random fireplace hanging out beside the wall. I had to get rid of that. You can get married here. I put up the little chapel looking situation. So you can hold weddings here. You can have bachelorette parties here. You can have birthday parties here. It's just an all-rounded place that you can either bring your family or have a girls' weekend, have a boys' weekend. There's barbecue grill. There's a bar. There's TV. A lot of things can get done right here. Because it's an island, I wanted to put quite a few activities in the mix. That way they can just, they don't get bored or anything like that. I was trying to see if I can put water on the rocks to see if the water will fall off the rocks, and that was not working. It didn't work. That didn't work for me at all. So yeah, and I can only do these things with her. But this is what I need to tell you guys. So right now, I did not send her on a vacation. She's just there visiting. So she can't, everywhere she's going now, anyone can go without actually being on vacation there. In order for her to go past the kitchen and upstairs or into the living room, then I need to send her on an extended vacation to do so. And the reason for not sending her on vacation, in order for you to make any of these corrections, you need to, not corrections, but in order for you to go into build mode, she can't be on vacation. So let's see what it looks like. This is the back. As you can see on the bottom, there's a little spa area, and this is what the view looks like of it, and we're gonna do a daytime viewing of it. I am very, very proud of this build. It took me forever to do. Not in terms, it did take a long time to build, but because I was doing it over a holiday season, it took me a little bit longer to do because of interruptions. But yeah, I'd say this roughly took a good 4 to 5 hours worth of building to get this done, and and I'm proud of it. Let's see, this is what it looks like in the daytime. It's a little foggy, but you have a pretty good idea. I think the exterior of it looks very close to the exterior of the inspiration behind this Sugar Beach, the BeachFront collection. And right now we're going to do a walkthrough. I didn't put too many things on the beach because you have the little ocean to enjoy whilst you do this. And you can also go fishing on this little island. So there's quite a few things to do whilst you're here. And these are monkey bars. They're very functional. This is the little Zen garden kind of situation of the waterfall coming down from the infinity pool, where they can kind of sit and hang out and get some quiet time together. Boop, kind of bumped into the chair here. And you have a really pretty view of the ocean out there, and it reflects in the waterfall. It's so beautiful. This little wishing well actually works. You can click on it and make a wish for $1. So I am happy about that. I really like the way the wind blows and you can kind of see it ruffling in the trees. That's pretty impressive. I love that. about this build. Okay, let's see if we can get our camera focused. This is the little outside eat-in area, or where you can just kind of hang out. As you can see a minute ago, the bar is in front of the children's room, but I am going to remove it and put it closer to the kitchen. That way the children have a beautiful view of the ocean as well. And right here is my little outdoor soak area where you can take mud baths, you can soak in some rose petals, just enjoy yourself. And this right here is the infinity pool. I like it. You can just look out onto the ocean, feel fresh air, sea breeze coming in. It just looks so relaxing with the trees going back and forth here. It's a beautiful view. It's not the best of days. It's a little foggy, so you can't really see much more of Sulani, but pretty sure on a really clear day in the middle of the summer, it's going to be absolutely stunning. This is the kitchen. Very simple. I have a nice little island here, and there's an island, a sink, stove, and oven, and yeah. And this is the dining. We're over the dining room right now, but yeah, there we go. This is the dining room. If we kind of tilt our heads a little bit, Mr. Camerawoman, Mrs. Camerawoman, and yeah, there we go. This is the dining room. I like the wooden chairs. It really does give it the very island St. Lucia kind of feeling about it. And this is all Peacemaker, people. This is all Peacemaker and off of Maxis. Very easy to find. So this is definitely something you can do in your game. Your computer storage is not going to thank me for this, but when you build something as pretty as this, you are. Let's check out the kids' room. They have little toys. There are 3 beds. I have 2 twin beds, and I have a toddler bed and a bathroom. And this is the view from the children's room, straight directly into the bar. Yep, I definitely changed that. And then they have their bathroom is very simple, nothing much to shout about. I didn't put a tub in there. However, their parents will have to give them a shower, and there's a tub upstairs. So fear not, your toddlers will be clean. And let's take a walk upstairs, if we can make it without bumping our foreheads, into the first bedroom. As you can see, it's really open space. There's no walls, so you get a complete view of outside, and we have these huge glass windows, so even whilst you're in the tub, you get a complete view of outside. And this is an island, so you have 360. You really have 360 views of the ocean here in Sulani. Beautiful job by the Sims. This is my favorite place to be in the game, and you can really tell from this build how amazing it is. From the walkway between bedrooms, you have a wonderful view as well. And then we're going to go into the tropical room, where I put this round bed. I love it. I love the bed. And who doesn't want a view on the commode? Everybody does. Everybody does want a view whilst you're on there. So that's what I gave them. It's a very open space as usual. Like I said, I did not cut off the bathrooms. I kind of let them just be. This idea was not. I haven't seen the rooms at the beachfront collection at Sugar Beach. However, I've seen a few rooms at Jade Mountain, also another resort in St. Lucia, and that is where I got the inspiration for these 2 rooms, kind of. And this right here is the spa. They have there's a hot springs down here. They can do yoga, they can meditate, they can get massages, and then there's the sauna. All of it working very well. And I just put in a little, and if you really want to relax, we have a bubble machine. And anyone who is a fan of basementals knows what the bubble machine does. Let's just say bubbles. And yeah, here is the comparison with the actual hotel and what I built. Leave a comment, tell me what you think, tell me if you think it's similar or it's different. And yeah, I was pretty happy with this build, but let's have a conversation about it. these are the differences. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, recommend it to a friend, subscribe, share it. Yeah, this is it. It's beautiful. Bord de mer. This is going to be in the gallery. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.